Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back in the gun room for another optic review. This time another one from Texas Precision Optics. They sent us out one of their AK optics. So this is kind of a POSP style. This is one of the SD4x26 AK optics from them. Full disclosure, they did send this out to the channel for review, so we're going to take a look at it today. So it does have the standard SVD style reticle, kind of that ramped up and then upper chevron looking style center striata there. Advertised this about 20 ounces in weight, about 10 inches in length. Eye relief is definitely not 90 inches. Yeah, that's wrong. You might want to change that, guys. 0.5 MOA click value, so half MOA there, and then 31 feet field of view at 100 yards. But here is what you actually get out of the box. So this right here is, I mean, honestly, it feels like a pretty solidly built unit. It's got a little bit different design than some of the older SVD style scopes or the PSOPs that I've seen in the past, but we'll kind of take a look at all the features. So they say this right here is, in fact, it has, believe it or not, a glass etched reticle, which is very nice. So that's something that you wouldn't have to worry about as far as any movement from heavier recoiling calibers or anything like that that you might want to use this on, or extended use on your AK. Shouldn't have any issues with that. Like I said, roughly about 10 inches in length, 20 ounces in weight. So, I mean, it's got a good feel to it. It is a 26 millimeter objective. We've got a 4x fixed magnification. You do have illumination, and that is, here is your battery compartment here on the side. So let's go ahead and take a look at that, and we'll go ahead and throw a battery in here while we're talking about it. So kind of a long-winded thing here. And they do send two 2032 batteries. I've already got us one out of the package. And one thing that's really neat about this is you might be asking yourself, well, how in the world are you going to fit that in there to where it stays right in the center of that? And they've made this piece here magnetic. So if that just isn't too cool. And they got that sealed with an O-ring to keep weather and moisture and all that good stuff out of your battery compartment as well. So that's nice. So let's go ahead and get that snugged back down here. Now this does differ from your traditional PSOP. Like I mentioned, you don't have the lever on the back to tighten it up on the AK rail, but this one just uses a couple of set screws. So they do include a couple of tools, so you can install that, a few extra screws, because this is your rail stop, so that way whenever you put it onto your rail section, it stops where it's supposed to and you have it all snug. Right here you have your on and off switch for your illumination, and then your turrets up here. So we'd have some removable captured caps, and say half MOA, or that says 1/4 inch up here. So we've got a little bit of a discrepancy is there. So 1/4 inch at 100 yards, that's actually 0.25 MOA. So we'll see how that goes when we get it. But to take these, you just lift them up like here, and let's see what they sound like. Not too bad. There is a little bit of mush, but it's not bad at all. I've absolutely seen worse. But the main thing is, whenever you go to spin a turret, does the turret move and you hear a click, or does the turret move and you don't hear a click? That's kind of the name of the game. If you're moving the turret, you want to hear a click. So you do have a little bit of play, and then you get a click. So it's not bad. It's not bad, but it is noticeable. But this price point on this scope, these run, I think, $199. And if you'd like to try one of these for yourself after we get done reviewing this one here, you can use my coupon code. So click on the campsite page there at the bottom of the description and go over there, and you can get a coupon code to save you a little bit of money on anything they have in their web store. So far I've been pretty happy with their products. This right here is an adjustable sunshade, so you just kind of pull that out, and you've got a sunshade with this as well built in, so that's pretty nice. And then adjustability on your turrets is a little bit easier than the old school zeroing of these things. Man, they were a pain. But basically you just set your turret where you want, take out the center screw, and then put it back to 0, and then tighten it down, and you're good to go. You do have your adjustable eyepiece here, kind of get your focus set in right. And guys, that's the biggest points of this scope. I mean, I'm I am impressed with the finish of it. The finish is very, very nice. It's been well done as far as that goes. But we will be installing this on a Gen 2 PSAK. So here is our rail system here. So we'll take and slap that on there and snug it down, and we'll get back to the hide and see how this thing does, guys.
Okay guys, we're back here at the bench. We've got the scope mounted on the AK. We're looking through it now at 110 yards. You can see the gong there, and I doubt that the clarity of this scope honestly is coming through the camera. It is edge to edge 100% clear. The reticle is extremely crisp, and this has probably the best illumination that I have ever seen in any scope, and I am in no way, any shape or form exaggerating that. But I've got still shots of all that I'm going to roll in after we get done talking about this thing. But just wanted to take a few shots here on camera and let you guys see it in action. So this is at 110, and we can kind of see what we can do with it here. Scope's very usable. It's pretty much automatic. There we go. Let's try it out at 210 here. Impact there. As long as you know your holdovers, I mean, it's on. So the main thing that I was worried about with this was whether or not it was going to be able to hold zero. And I mean, it is absolutely on. But let me go up and we'll get up on the barricade, get some final thoughts on this, guys, and go from there. Okay, we moved back to the barricade here. We're at about 90 yards or so from the first backstop, so we're going to take a few shots here. I found another magazine in the range bag, what I had left from testing, and let you guys kind of see it in action from this way. But let's put some on steel and see what happens. Right on the money. Glass clarity in this thing is exceptional. Even out at about 150 yards here. Right on the money. You do your part. That is it, apparently. Nice. Alright, so we're out. But guys, I tell you, I am pretty impressed with this. So from about the start of this review to now, there's probably about 120 rounds with this scope on it. Honestly, my biggest concern with this was going to be, can it hold zero? You know, will it function over a length of time? And it has so far. I mean, I know that's not 1,000 rounds, but I don't have that kind of money on the channel. But I mean, if it's gonna fail, it's gonna do it probably within the first couple of 100 rounds anyway. And so far, I mean, it is 100% solid, guys. That mount is on there. But I'm gonna roll in those steel shots here and kind of let you see those. This first one here is going to be one at 110 yards. You'll be looking at the gong there, and just look at the edge-to-edge clarity. I mean, it is absolutely spot on. There is no fisheyeing or nothing. And then let's move over to 210. So you'll be looking at the 210-yard gong through this shot here. And again, as you can see, clarity is spot on. One of the things that I noticed probably most prominent about any of it was the reticle itself. It is extremely crisp. There is no fuzziness to it, no blurring or anything. So, I mean, that to me, you know, the glass is pretty good in that case. Last shot, I'm going to show you the illuminated reticle portion of this. So clicking on that button here on the side, and you can see, I really hope the picture in this scope does it justice, but this is probably the most clear and functional illuminated reticle that I've probably ever seen. I mean, it is absolutely perfect. I cannot say enough good about that, and that is the honest truth. But I'll let you guys make up your mind about this. If you're in the market for a more traditional AK optic setup, this may be the one for you. Definitely check it out. Hit up my campsite. You can find the link down below in the description. You can get you a coupon code there, save you a little bit of money on anything they have on their web store. So it might be the one route to go. But please like, share, and subscribe. 95% of my viewers are not subscribed. Help out a small channel. Hit that subscribe button. It really does help, and I'd appreciate it. As always, guys, shoot straight. Later.